And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to TBC Eagles on YouTube. And we are getting ready for South Region Women's Volleyball here in the NCCAA. The Eagles against the Eagles, the home team Trinity Baptist College, and our visitors, the Eagles of Pensacola Christian College. I'm Ray Bureau, and Dean Bureau, our cameraman here at TBC Athletics. Thank you for joining us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Trinity Baptist College comes into today's play with a record of no wins, 5 losses. 2 of those to Pensacola Christian, a doubleheader on September 5th. Pensacola won 3-1 and 3-0. Last night, Trinity Baptist played Bruton Parker College, and Pensacola comes into today's play with a record of 4-1 overall. 4-0 in the South Region. Those 2 wins over Trinity Baptist on September 5th. And Pensacola also defeated Trinity College of Florida 3-0 and Johnson University of Florida 3-1 in a tri-match last night down in Kissimmee, played at Johnson University of Florida. This ball game is now underway. And Trinity Baptist with the first score of the match, as that hit a little too strong from Jessica Johnson, and 1-0 Trinity. Have to remember not to just say the Eagles, as that's the nickname of both the teams on the court. That's Maggie Burkholzer with the first serve for TBC, and we have a whistle. Player in the net for Trinity Baptist, so the point, which fell onto the floor anyway for Pensacola Christian College. One of our big friendly rivals. They're coming all the way from West Florida, right near the Alabama state line. The long trek down Interstate 10 to Jacksonville. Made a lot of that trek last night and turned south. Went down to Kissimmee, and there's a point on the board as Anna Quinones is at the net. She knocks that one down, and Trinity Baptist now leads 2-1. Head coach of women's volleyball here at Trinity Baptist College, Ms. Leah Bennett, in her first year on the volleyball court. She's from Florida State University. She's also the softball coach, as that one is just a little bit too strong and out of bounds. And that ties us up 2-2. Now serving for Pensacola, senior Ginger Cannon. A little bit of action at the front of the net. Pensacola, very strong team, but that's a well-played block by freshman Katie Gooden, who's from right here in Jacksonville. She knocks that one down. Well, I thought that was a Trinity Baptist point, but that went to Pensacola. Must have missed something on that last call, but that serve out of bounds ties a score 3-3. I was writing down my mark and missed what the official called on that last play. And there's an ace for Trinity Baptist. And TBC leads 4-3. Morgan Wells, a freshman from Homestead, Florida. She's at the server's line. That's her second ace of the season. And ready to serve once again, Morgan Wells. This is the second home match for Trinity Baptist College. They played the Bruton Parker Barons last night. Bruton Parker won that match 3-0. The only loss for Pensacola Christian also came at the hands of Bruton Parker College. That was a 3-2 affair, as that tap down is good. Hannah Doro scores a point for the PCC Eagles, and we'll have a substitution now as Bethany Gamble heads on to the court. And I always want to give a shout out to my good friend Noah Ferrari, the former SID at Pensacola Christian, who now does some full-time duties in other areas with the college. Brittany Paddock, the new SID. Hello to Brittany. Thank you for the wonderful communication you and I have been able to have throughout the week in preparation for today's match, as Pensacola has now taken a 5-4 lead with Haley Butter at the server's line. And that attempt into the net from Haley Crosby, the Trinity Baptist libero, and it is 6-4. Pensacola leads. Butcher with 10 aces coming into today's play. She's at the line, and Haley Butcher, a freshman from Valparaiso, Indiana, homeschool high school student, now attending and playing volleyball for Pensacola Christian College. She gets the whistle and the serve. Carlin Pointer met up with two PCC Eagles at the net. Ball in play, and an unforced error from Brittany Hunter gives the Trinity Baptist Eagles the point. It is 6-5 Pensacola leads, and Macy Fawcett will head to the line. She's from Orange Park, Florida, just about 10 miles away from Trinity Baptist. Pointer with the kill and the point to tie the game. Carlin Pointer, 18 kills coming into today's play, and she just got the game-tying point for Trinity Baptist College. And Macy Fawcett back at the line. A serve that is a little bit too strong and out of bounds. Fawcett with 10 aces as we began play this afternoon. Hannah Jarrell now serving for Pensacola Christian, a sophomore from Burleson, Texas. Pointer with the hard hit and the point. The double team attempt at the net falls wide of the inbound stripe, and we're tied at 7. So here is Fawcett. Or check that, Katie Gooden now serving for Trinity. Number 18, the libero, Jael Cross for Pensacola Christian. She's wearing the white jersey on the right side of your screen as that one goes out of bounds and gives the point to Pensacola. I misread that. It is Brooke McLeod, the libero, who is now serving. McLeod, a junior from Simi Valley, California. She's come a long way to play volleyball for Coach Kaylin Oman of the Pensacola Christian Eagles. That one hit the rafters, deflected back into the inbound area, and of course the Eagles had a little trouble making that play, and Pensacola leads by 2. Anytime that ball hits something on this ceiling, it's a difficult read for the offensive side. Timeout with the score, Pensacola 9, Trinity Baptist 7. These two teams are playing their third match against each other already this season. And on October 9th, they're going to meet up again down in Kissimmee as part of the annual South Region North-South Tournament. It will be Pensacola versus Trinity Baptist at 12 noon on October 9th. But before that, Trinity Baptist College will have 2 more games within the South Region. October 2nd, next Friday night against Trinity College of Florida. October 6th, at Johnson University of Florida. Start times are 6:30 and 7:30 respectively. That Trinity Baptist game on October 9th will be the next game for Pensacola, who will also play Trinity College of Florida again that same night. Remember, that's the North-South Tournament being held at Johnson University of Florida this year down in Central Florida. Kissimmee right outside of Orlando, and there's a tap down at the net from Ginger Cannon, a senior from 96, South Carolina. We've seen Ginger on this court playing against Trinity Baptist for the last few years, and we wish her and all the seniors well. And now their call's going to be, my mistake again. Looked for a moment like they had overturned the call as Trinity Baptist was holding on to the ball for a moment. 10-7. Pensacola leads, and Trinity with the point to pull to within 2 and get the serve. The libero for Trinity Baptist College is Haley Crosby. She's a sophomore from Middleburg, Florida. Here's Carlin Pointer serving up for TBC, and that one is out of bounds past the end line. So 11-8 is the score. Pensacola leads. Substitution for Pensacola. Checking in and heading back to serve is Kenzie Folker, a freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. kept alive and sent back over by Crosby, but out of bounds, wide of the stripe. Pensacola has now opened up a 4-point lead. Crosby with the hit to the back of the court, but McLeod is right there and knocked down at the net. Ginger Cannon once again. Now a 5-point lead for Pensacola Christian. That's an ace. And a 6-point lead now for Pensacola. Kenzie Folker with a good hard serve right to the back corner of the court. She's no stranger to aces, 34 of those entering today's play. Now that's not counting last night's numbers compiled in that tri-match. Those are not up just yet on PCCEagles.com. They will be very soon, as that point goes back to the PCC Eagles at 15-8. Kaylin Oman, the head coach of the volleyball team at Pensacola Christian. Supa Leota is her assistant. And Pointer's hit is too strong and out of bounds. And Pensacola has been on a very nice run. It was 10-8 just a couple of moments ago. It's now 16-8. Crosby is able to defend what looked like it might have been an ace, and that one may have landed out of bounds, but it was right at Crosby who tried to make the play. And now a 17-8 lead for Pensacola as we have another timeout. Set number 1, pull up a chair. A lot more volleyball coming your way this afternoon. Give you some more of the Pensacola Christian schedule. Told you about the North-South tournament next Friday, September 25th. That was last night, rather. October 9th, 10th is the North-South tournament. Pensacola will play Trinity Baptist and Trinity College of Florida on Friday the 9th, and then battle Toccoa Falls College and Johnson University of Florida on Saturday, October 10th. October 13th, a doubleheader at the University of Mobile. That will be on the road in Mobile, Alabama, which is not far away from Pensacola Christian. And then on October 16th, back on the home court to take on Pearl River Community College. At that North-South tournament, in addition to Pensacola, Trinity Baptist will play Toccoa Falls on Friday the 9th. And then on Saturday the 10th, Trinity College of Florida and Johnson University of Florida. And that one will result in the point for Pensacola, who has now opened up a 10-point lead at 18-8. Kill attempt up front is blocked. Anna Quinones and Morgan Wells teaming up at the net. Abby Greider made a hard hit, the junior from Bacchus, Minnesota, but two Trinity Baptist players right there. Morgan Wells, a freshman from Homestead, Florida. This serve a little too strong from Burkholzer, and another 10-point lead for Pensacola Christian. Reese Johnson, our official scorekeeper this afternoon. He does a lot of the home games for Trinity Baptist, and another point on the board, and Pensacola has hit the 20-point mark. (20-9). Now serving for Pensacola, Jessica Johnson, a sophomore from Fort Walton Beach, Florida, but that serve out of bounds, and Trinity Baptist now in double digits. Haley Crosby, the libero, now serving for TBC, and that one might have landed out of bounds, but McLeod kept it in play, and McLeod makes a good over-the-head return. And a point for TBC as Macy Fawcett gets a nice hard line drive serve. Or hit at the net, rather. This serve from Crosby, too strong, out of bounds. Another 10-point lead for Pensacola. And we're going to have an ace and another point for Pensacola Christian. Ginger Cannon now serving. Ginger Cannon. Allie McGirt at the line. I thought it was Cannon. Allie McGirt, a freshman from St. Anne, Illinois. And that return attempt, too strong and out of bounds past the end line, and now Pensacola is only 2 points away from taking set number 1. And a serve from McGirt is into the net. 23-12, Trinity Baptist will need to rally. Morgan Wells now serving for Trinity. Wells made a very nice effort, but that ball hit the floor. Now set point potentially for Pensacola. Heading back to serve up potential set point is freshman Haley Butcher. Nice hit by Fawcett, but well defended on the other side. Pointer goes up for the kill, and an attempted block at the net, but the point for Trinity. Gamble and Doro right there, but that ball tipped off their fingertips and hit the hardwood. So Trinity trying to keep this set alive. Still trailing, though, 24-13. Here's Macy Fawcett ready to serve. And that point will make it 25 for Pensacola Christian, who is on the board as far as sets goes. 25-13 is the final score of set number 1. Well, we'll pause here for 3 minutes, and we'll be back with set number 2 when the young ladies take the court. You're watching Trinity Baptist Women's Volleyball on TBC Eagles. Set 2 ready to begin. Pensacola won the first one 25-13, and Maggie Burkholzer is now serving for Trinity Baptist. Well played in the back of the court by Haley Crosby, and this hit, however, a little wide to the right, out of bounds, and Pensacola scores first here in set number 2. Substitution for Pensacola. And the PCC Eagles will send Jessica Johnson back to serve. And a really nice hit by Katie Gooden. She just found some nice open spots on the floor. And Trinity Baptist has tied it up at 1 with Carlin Pointer ready to serve. Pointer with a really nifty-looking jump serve and a really good diving play by Johnson from her knees makes the return. Kill attempt is defended by Burkholzer. That one stays in bounds from Katie Goodwin. A middle blocker freshman from here in Jacksonville, and she has scored the 2 points that are on the board for Trinity Baptist. Nice job by Katie Gooden. Here's Pointer. And Pointer with a really hard low line drive serve. It hit off the hands of Johnson and out of bounds, and Trinity leads 3-1. Carlin Pointer, a sophomore from Lake Butler, Florida. That one right to the middle of the court. McLeod bumps it up, and the kill is good, and that was Brittany Hunter from Port St. Lucie, Florida. 3-2 Pensacola. This is Hannah Doro with the serve. Quinones from her knees able to save it momentarily, but that one came up short of the net. So we are tied at 3. Doro, freshman from Davison, Michigan. Block attempt by Quinones. She got her hands on it, but misdirected it out of bounds, and it's 4-3 Pensacola. Hannah Doro with the hard hit serve and the point for Pensacola, who leads now 5-3. And that one into the net. Trinity with the point. 1 point margin at the moment. 5-4 Pensacola leads. Katie Gooden heading back to serve. Fawcett's attempt just misses the right sideline, so out of bounds. Pensacola leading 6-4. Now serving is Haley Butcher, freshman from Valparaiso, Indiana. Waiting on the official on the far side who's checking things over at the scorer's table. In case you joined us late, Pensacola leads 1-0 in set play, having taken the first one 25-13. Conversation still going on over at the scorer's table. Men's soccer is at Bob Jones University tonight. 7 p.m. kickoff time. That is an NCCAA Division II South Region match. Coach Dan Robertson, the new men's soccer coach here at Trinity Baptist College, bringing his gentlemen to Greenville, South Carolina for the first South Region matchup of the season for Trinity Baptist College. Women's soccer has already won a South Region game against Toccoa Falls College, 3-2. That was on September 5th, the season opener. They're going to hook up again a little bit later on in the season. Men's and women's basketball not far away either. And the baseball and the softball teams already having their fall workouts. Some scrimmages on the docket from not too long from now, and baseball and softball getting ready for the 2021 spring season. Coach John Copeland of the baseball team and the volleyball coach Leah Bennett is also the softball coach. This will be her second season at the helm of the softball team. She has brought in a large number of newly talented players and some returning players with the experience to help guide the youngsters and potentially lead Trinity Baptist College to a very competitive season in 2021. Well, it is 6-4, and the conversation at the scorer's table continues. Both teams are able to catch their breath, talk over some strategy, and we should be back underway in just a little bit. And we are ready to resume play. I believe the delay was making sure the rosters were correct. And we're back underway with Pensacola leading 6-4 in set number 2 and 1-0 in set play. Burkhalter tried to find the open spot on the right side, but that one landed out of bounds. And it's a 3-point lead for Pensacola at 7-4. Haley Butcher ready to serve for Pensacola. Third hit. Return is good from Morgan Wells. And a whistle. Violation called against Trinity Baptist. Illegal hit. And Haley Butcher back at the line with her team leading 8-4, and that point makes it a 5-point game. It's 9-4. And a point for Trinity Baptist. 9-5, Pensacola leads. And Macy Fawcett ready to serve for Trinity Baptist. Substitution will send Chloe Johnson onto the court. She is a freshman middle blocker from here in Jacksonville. And that one misses wide, out of bounds, and Trinity Baptist has cut the deficit down to 3. Macy Fawcett gets the whistle. She's a setter, and she'll also play the libero position as well. And that serve goes into the net. Pensacola's lead is 4 at 10-6. Checking in and heading back to serve will be sophomore Hannah Jarrell from Burleson, Texas. That ball kept off the floor by Crosby. And a good hit from Chloe Johnson. Might have landed out of bounds. McLeod kept it alive on that other hit a moment ago, and this ball is still going. And credit Morgan Wells with the over-the-head one-handed shot and the hit from the front of the court by Bethany Gamble. And that makes it a 5-point lead for Pensacola. It's 11-6. Hannah Jarrell ready to serve with a 5-point lead for her team. Whistle with the ball still in flight. Double hit violation called against Trinity Baptist. So now a 6-point lead for PCC. Little double team action up front by McGirt and Gamble. And it results in a point for Pensacola. And Pensacola leads now 13-6. Hannah Jarrell ready to serve for Pensacola. Nice defense on the right side of the court by Butcher. Ball still in play, and then the whistle. A double hit violation called against Morgan Wells. And now Pensacola leads 14-6. Hannah Jarrell at the line, and a good low line drive serve. And that hard hit by Chloe Johnson gets the point on the board for Trinity Baptist. Substitution will send Katie Gooden onto the court. Aniki Nunez ready to serve for Trinity. McLeod on the left side of the court, sends it to the center, and another very hard hit from Bethany Gamble. She's a sophomore from Cleveland, Tennessee, and she scores point number 15 for Pensacola. Brooke McLeod now serving. And a third hit, unable to make it over the net. Jessica Johnson with the dive to keep it off the court, but Trinity comes away with the point. It's 15-8. Pensacola leads. And an effort up front, double team by Doro and Gamble, but that one falls short. Trinity Baptist has pulled to within 6. It's 15-9. Wells with the serve and a little too strong and out of bounds. So that will move back over to Pensacola. 7-point lead at 16-9 and a substitution. Back onto the court, Avy Greider, along with Kenzie Fulker, who will go to the server's line. And that is point number 17. And now an 8-point lead for Pensacola. And another good hard serve by Fulker. 18-9. Pensacola leads by 9. And Fulker at the line for Pensacola. That is 3 in a row for the freshman from Phoenix. (19-9), a 10-point lead, and another good serve tapped up into the air. Fawcett's hit is tipped up, ball kept in play. And a collision cost Trinity Baptist that point as Fawcett goes down and hits the floor hard, and she's all right. Gets right back up and right back into position. But it's 20-9 Pensacola. Fulker still at the line. That one tipped off the net, but it's in play. Pointer, a good readjustment and making the sidearm return. Ball hit off the basketball backboard. That is still in play, but the point for Pensacola makes it 21-9. And a timeout for Trinity Baptist with the score. Pensacola Christian 21, Trinity Baptist 9, and we'll be back in just a minute. (21-9), and Kenzie Fulker is on a very nice run. Trying to serve up 4 more so Pensacola can take a big 2-0 lead. That one lands out of bounds. A point for Trinity. 21-10, though. The TBC Eagles need to rally. Maggie Burkholzer will check in, and she'll grab the ball and head back to the line. Oh, nice recognition by Burkholzer, and she's able to keep the ball alive. And that will be a double hit violation called against Trinity. And now 12-point lead for Pensacola, 22-10, and trying to serve up 3 more points will be sophomore Jessica Johnson. Nice double team block up front. Fawcett. That ball landed out of bounds. Fawcett with the hard hit. Pensacola on the defense, but that one maybe a couple feet wide of the stripe, and Trinity gets the point and the serve, still needing to rally, trailing 22-11. That one would have landed out of bounds, but McLeod kept it up in the air. Off the ceiling, Burkholzer's there. Fawcett with the good return and the point for Trinity Baptist. Macy Fawcett kept that one in bounds. Johnson made a really nice diving effort. Now an even dozen for Trinity. Gooden back at the line. Kept off the floor by Fulker. That was Wells with the good return for Trinity. Ball still alive. Quinones defended well on the other side. Nice long volley, and at the front of the net, a whistle. And a Trinity player made contact with the nylon. That is a point for Pensacola, who needs just 2 more to finish off set number 2. 23-12. Hannah Doro ready to serve. And that one makes it a 12-point lead, and Pensacola needs just 1 more to finish off set 2. Quinones unable to keep that one in bounds, and that'll do it for set number 2. Pensacola 25, Trinity Baptist 12, and in set play, PCC leads 2-0. We'll pause for 3 minutes and be back for set number 3 here on TBC Eagles. Set number 3 ready to begin with Pensacola leading 2-0. And PCC will have the first serve. They won 25-13 and 25-12 and are looking to finish this one off in straight sets. Officials are just checking over the starting lineup as we get ready for set number 3. Now the ball in the hands of Kenzie Folker. And she wastes no time getting that first serve in the air. And well played on the Trinity side by Haley Crosby, but the return effort too strong and out of bounds, and Pensacola leads 1-0. Folker served up 7 or 8 points in a row in the last set, and she starts things off. And her first serve led to the point. This is point number 2. And a double team up front. Hannah Doro and Abby Greider. And it's 2-0 Pensacola. Kept off the floor by Folker. Burkholzer tracks that one down. Fawcett, little punch to keep the ball alive. Jessica Johnson with the hard hit towards the corner, and the point for PCC. It's 3-0. And that one by Folker out of bounds past the end line, and Trinity is on the board, trailing 3-1. Macy Fawcett will serve up for Trinity Baptist. Johnson tracks that one down, keeps the ball alive, and a good play by the Pensacola defense, and it results in the point. 4-1 Pensacola. Credit Jessica Johnson, who's now ready to serve, tracking that ball down over near the Pensacola bench. 4-1 as Johnson serves, and this one misses wide. Point for Trinity, that's 4-2. Carlin Pointer ready to serve for Trinity Baptist. And that one very close to the line, just a little bit too strong. Out of bounds, 5-2 is the score. Hannah Doro gets the whistle. Good low line drive serve. That results in a point, making it a 4-point margin for Pensacola. Here's Doro with the serve, and that one is well out of bounds. Point for TBC. 6-3 is the score. Anna Quinones in for Haley Crosby. And Katie Gooden will serve. And a point for Trinity Baptist. That ball went behind the post. That is automatically out of bounds. So Gooden serves up the point, gets the whistle, and puts this one back into play. Not sure where that ball might have hit, if it would have landed in or out, but McGirt found the back of the court and got the point for Pensacola. And Pensacola leads 7-4. Haley Butcher ready to serve. And that hit from Crosby out of bounds. 8-4 in favor of Pensacola. Very nice effort by Brooke McLeod, but Trinity Baptist gets the point, pulls back to within 3 at 8-5, and Maggie Burkholzer will come on to serve. Here's Burkholzer. Johnson sends it up front, right at the net, and a good tap down by Trinity Baptist. That was Macy Fawcett scoring the point, pulling TBC to within 2. Burkholzer trying to get 1 point closer, but this one misses out of bounds, and it's now a 3-point lead for PCC. Substitution will send Hannah Jarrell in and back to the server's line. Brittany Hunter comes off to make room. Morgan Wells was pleading her case that the ball was tipped. She does not get the call, and Pensacola leads 10-6. 11-6 after the serve, and a 5-point lead. Hannah Jarrell now serving for Pensacola. Fawcett with the point at the net for Trinity Baptist, and that fires up the crowd. 11-7 is the score. Morgan Wells with the serve. Johnson the return, and she finds the open floor, and the point for Pensacola makes it a 5-point margin. (12-7) is the score. And two PCC Eagles up front. Doro and Johnson knocked that one down. Well struck by Fawcett, but a point for Pensacola. It's 13-7. And this one misses wide of the stripe. Now a 7-point lead for Pensacola as we have a timeout with the score. Pensacola 14, Trinity Baptist 7, and Pensacola leads 2-0 in sets. Brooke McLeod back at the server's line. And a good hard hit up front by Quiones results in the point. Ball tipped off two Pensacola players right at the net. 14-8, Trinity Baptist trying to rally from behind, trailing by 6. Haley Crosby ready to serve for Trinity. Sarah Johnson with the hit. Crosby made a great effort, sent it back up front. Out of the reach of her teammates, however. And a 7-point lead for Pensacola at 15-8. Couple of substitutions for Pensacola results in Kenzie Folker heading back to the line, and she's been a serve specialist here this afternoon. And that one misdirected into the net. Trinity gets the point. Still a 6-point margin at 15-9. Chloe Johnson back onto the court for Trinity Baptist. And Fawcett with the serve. That one out of bounds, and good recognition at the back of the court. Hannah Jarrell. Notice that ball was sailing past the stripe, so she let it go, and it gets the point for Pensacola, who leads 16-9 with Jessica Johnson ready to serve. Block attempt comes up short. Pensacola with the point, leading now 17-9. Johnson with the serve. Pointer could not get there in time, and it's now a 9-point lead for Pensacola. Hello, Coach Judy Allen and Colonel J.D. letting us know on the top chat that they're watching this afternoon's match. Jessica Johnson with the serve, and a point for Pensacola. That makes it a 10-point lead. Johnson gets the whistle. And that's Chloe Johnson with the point for Trinity Baptist. 19-10. Carlin Pointer ready now to serve. Great diving effort. Ball still alive. That was Abby Greider, and it eventually results in the point for Pensacola. But Abby Greider, with the ball just inches above the floor, made the dive, kept the ball up in the air, and eventually Pensacola got that 20th point. Now Hannah Darrow with the serve. Up front is Allie McGirt, and she knocks it down to the floor, and now Pensacola is 4 points away from sweeping the match. Double hit violation called against Trinity Baptist. And now Pensacola needs just 3 more. It's 22-10. Doro will try to serve up those final 3 points. And that one misses past the end line, so just 2 more to go, and a timeout for Trinity Baptist with the score 23-10 in favor of Pensacola. These two teams will meet one more time at that North-South tournament we talked about earlier on Friday, October 9th, a 12 noon start time. That tournament this year is at Johnson University of Florida down in Kissimmee. Trinity's next 2 matches are right here on the home court. Next Friday, October 2nd, against Trinity College of Florida. October 6th against Johnson University of Florida. Pensacola's next game is that October 9th matchup against Trinity Baptist. 12 noon, 11 a.m. Central Time. And they'll also play Trinity College of Florida that same day. 2 points away from winning the match. Hannah Darrow with that serve, and this one sent back up front. Blocked, but defended by McGirt. All still up in the air. Fawcett's able to make the return over the head shot. Good long volley. Both teams playing this one very well. And the dive and the point. And that was Darrow, the server, who came up from the back court on that dive. And now she will try to finish this one off with one more serve. Freshman Hannah Darrow. And that one stays in bounds. If I saw that correctly, that was Allie McGirt with that final hit. And it makes the score 25-10. So Pensacola Christian College has swept the match in 3 sets. 25-13, 25-12, and 25-10 are the final scores. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Dean Bureau, our cameraman. Athletic Director of Trinity Baptist College is Mr. John D. Jones. For head coach Leah Bennett, official scorekeeper Reese Johnson, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity.